Hello. Today is Wednesday of the third week in Lent. Welcome to the journey to Easter. And on our journey today, we stop to reflect on commandments. In the first reading, Moses says today, what people are so fortunate to have a God so close to them that he would give them a way of life. We call them commandments. But they're not meant to be a burden. And in the gospel, Jesus says he hasn't come to do away with the commandments, but to bring them to their fullness, to help us truly understand that they are guidelines to help us. There's the old joke about when all else fails, read the directions. The God who created us gave us commandments to help guide us on our journey through this life, to help us live in a way that will help us to become the best we can be. Some people take them as a burden or as something that has to be strictly followed, like trying to walk the white line or to somehow, prove something. And that's not what they're about. God leads us and directs us. And so, every now and then I encounter that with folks. They'll say, well, Father, I missed Mass on Sunday. I committed a mortal sin. And I said, well, why? Well, my mother was sick and I was home taking care of her. And I go, wait a minute. What do you think God wanted you to do? But I broke a commandment. No, you didn't. You kept a greater commandment. Love your neighbor. That's what the Lord has called us to. You took care of your mother in love or your child in love. And that's one thing we have to keep in mind. That the Lord didn't come to burden us, but to help us to understand which is most important. Which is the most loving thing I can do. That's what he calls us to do. To bring us to be like him. That's the way he lived his life. And that's the way you and I are called to live our life. May we grow in that during our journey to Easter.